Guide to junior high schoolers in choosing their senior high academic strand. Still undecided on which path and strand to pursue? Choosing your senior high school strand is one of the biggest choices that you will and have to make for your future career and your life in general. This is because the strand that you will choose can design the future you always wanted to build, the future that might have once been a part of fairy tale dream. You may sometimes find yourself in a huge dilemma as here you are. 14 or 15 years old have to make such a do or die decision, and this could be your first time doing so ever. In the course of your determining which one and why it should be it, you may encounter endless worries which are to a certain extent normal because the matter is important to you. Beat your worries by being prepared. Prepare yourself ahead of time and make some effort to keep your worries transforming into reality. Here are some tips from us who have been in the same shoes as you are in now, a few years back.
Understand the strands and their differences. What are the various strands? According to DepEd, HUMSS, short for Humanities and Social Sciences, equips students with a wide range of discipline with the use of their experiences and skills into the investigation and inquiry of human situations by studying its behavior and social changes using empirical, analytical, and critical method techniques. So if someday you want to be a teacher, librarian, or psychologist, or someone who is expert in political science, philosophy, literature, communications, journalism, or arts, or you dream of having a career in the United Nations or Department of Foreign Affairs with your degree in international studies, you should enroll in HUMSS for senior high school. STEM, or Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics strand, on the other hand, prepares anyone to become a pilot, architect, biologist, chemist, engineer, including the marine engineering, dentist, nutritionist, nurse, doctor in the medical field, IT expert, or the like. Accountancy, Business and Management, or ABM, is the strand for those who want to be successful in the business world someday, whether as owner, executive such as chief financial officer, employer, employee like a bank teller, catalyst as that of a real estate agent, or a regulator as a certified public accountant or CPA does. All the management and business administration courses are under ABM, including entrepreneurship, accountancy, and accounting-related courses, banking, finance, marketing, and tourism. Last but not the least is GAS, or the General Academic Strand. As the term suggested, GAS is aligned to all fields, thus for all types of courses.
Consider those that you love doing or those that catch your interest. What are your favorite activities or those that pique your interest? Go over your likes and dislikes, hobbies and passions, styles, and those things and ways that arouse your curiosity and interest. Knowing yourself more is the best way to start in choosing your academic strand. Find the fire burning inside you. If you can, reminisce about your childhood days and try to recall the skit that you played with your playmates. Who were you then? A doctor? Trying to check your playing sick playmate? Or someone counting the leaves or papers cut to size of money bills playing as someone in the bank? Or someone holding a stick in front of your playmates who are acting like students? Those memories could remind you of your passion, of your dream of being somebody one day. Another is, check your grade school or high school yearbooks or slam books. You may have written anything there about your want-to-be's, interests, hobbies, and skills, which are valuable in your decision making. If you still have ample time, you may also go over your activities in your free time. Do you enjoy sitting in front of the computer, programming or designing for an extended time? Perhaps you could be an IT expert. Do you like problem solving or inventing from scraps? Maybe you're destined to be an engineer. engineer? Do you experience goosebumps when you watch TV series or documentaries about surgical operations, or in awe when you see someone wearing a white coat? Check if you want to be a doctor after all. If so, STEM will be perfect for you.
Know your strengths and weaknesses. Know your strengths. What are your strong points and weak points? Review your scores and grades in school. Roll out which subjects are your Waterloo or Archil Seal. Go over the subjects that you are very good at, your favorite subjects, or the subjects that you average high are excellent guides in your making a choice. Landing on a strand that you are doubtful of doesn't give you a chance for trial and error. Thus, concentrating on your strengths is the key. Time is running out and it will be too late if you are still on the verge of learning or unlearning your weaknesses. Besides, it will totally be a waste of time and effort if you arrive on a strand that is not aligned with your capabilities nor correlated with your strengths. Did you enjoy studying literature and communicating your ideas in English class? UMS may be the strand for you to explore. Were you always excited about your lab experiments in science class before? Then STEM may be your fault.
Review your plans and goals. What are your objectives and plans? Even if you already singled out the strand to take or not yet, surely you have a career that you have always wanted to live someday. Whether the career or job you are looking forward to is a childhood dream or one you just thought of. Evaluating your skills or capabilities needed to turn that dream into a reality can very well lead you in the right direction. A childhood experience or a promise you made when you were a young child could also be a guide in choosing a strand or career someday. Like when you were just a kid saying, "I want to be a dentist to fix my grandparents' dentures for free." Or maybe your famous line then was, "I want to be a dentist to create the most effective way of preventing cavities among children with mid teeth because I've witnessed how my sister has been in pain." Avoid the strand mismatch in senior high school and choose one that can mold you with the skills necessary for your dream career and set you up for the success. It is important to stick to your goals. Your processes may not work, you may need to change your plans. But remember to live up to your goals. Say you've always wanted to be a doctor someday, but your dream school is too far from your residence or the tuition fee is out of your budget. You may need to reassess your processes. For example, you might want to consider taking a dorm to manage your time going to and from school, or change some of your plans like enrolling in another school. It may not be your dream school, yet it is effective, and could give you the doctor's title and the white coat that you have always dreamt of having.
Check on your resources and future challenges. What are your current resources and anticipated future challenges? Important factors such as financial capacity should be taken into consideration as well in choosing the strand to take up. Take note that the strand you choose may have the same cost as other strands, but taking up the course related to your strands in college will be a different story in terms of financials and challenges. For example, engineering and medicine. These courses require further studies and board exams that will entail additional expenses that should not be taken for granted. Be prepared also on the challenges that may come in relation to choosing the school that you wanted to enroll in. The school that you are considering might be far from your residence, and you need to avail dormitory services. Many schools are offering this strand that you are considering, but they all differ in tuition fees. So you should look into your budget too. It is best and necessary to talk to your parents or family about the strand you are considered to take up, especially if you will be relying on their support in all aspects of your journey up to college or even up to the time that you reach your dream. career.
Ask those who surround you. Ask those who are the only individuals who, despite everything, could ever hear your heart. When you are still in doubt about your shortlist or still having difficulty making the final decision despite all the tips you got from your readings and research, talk with someone you trust. Don't be ashamed or afraid to share your thoughts about your dilemma with your friends, relatives, parents, and teachers, as they may have ideas or advice on what strand suits you best. Your loved ones' thoughts and words may even inspire you or lessen your worries. Thus, it will become easier for you to decide which strand should be your final choice. However, prepare yourself that there could be things that you never wanted to hear or could steer your emotion on your process of thinking. Brace yourself for some criticisms too. Not all criticisms are bad though, so it is still great to be open-minded. Consider the fact that you may be influenced or persuaded by those people that you look up to as well. Yet, if talking with too many people confuses you more, who are the only people that could ever hear your heart out despite everything? Your parents or family. So why not have a heart-to-heart talk with them? Tell them all your fears and worries regarding the situation that you are in. Their words of support, of love and care will pull you through. If you also believe in divine intervention, why not? If it can streamline the process or ease your agony, then go for it. At the end of the day, remember that no matter what anyone or everyone says, the final decision will still and will only
To
be
us, main course group, senior high school prepares us for college by providing us basic skills, competencies, and information needed to pursue successful professional options in the future. We learned important life lessons in senior high school such as not to be so worried about the future. We don't have to have our entire life planned out by our senior high school. It may be helpful to have a broad notion of what we want our goals or ambitions to be, but there is nothing wrong if you don't have a comprehensive one. We learned that keeping things simple and making them real is more important. Never succumb to peer pressure. We should not just give in into something we never want, we don't completely understand, or we are not interested in. We learned that it is just okay to say no if you are pressed into doing anything we do not want to do. Do not overthink. Some things happen the way we don't expect them to be. We should accept and not worry too much on things done, gone, and cannot be changed. Accept predicaments. Our difficult or unpleasant experiences strengthens our guts to strive more and be better. We should not let our problems and weaknesses bother us. We should not waste our time feeling scared, doubtful, guilty, or humiliated by either our past or bad experiences. Have a good time always. We should enjoy our school years and appreciate everything we have. Our time and some of our opportunities will pass by once only, so we should always take a step forward and give our best shot. As our parents have always reminded us, it is better to struggle while learning than to suffer later. Success is no accident, says Pelé, a Brazilian professional footballer. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do.